Hi everyone, Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and we have some leaks and rumors for the iPhone 18 Pro release date, iPhone Air second generation, as well as iOS 26.2 Beta 4. This is your news update for November 19th, 2025. Now, when it comes to the all-new iPhone Air second generation that's currently in production, we can see two cameras on this model. The current iPhone Air, which was just released a couple of months ago, only has one camera, and it's a 48 megapixel main camera. Now we can have a second camera on the iPhone Air. Two 48 megapixel cameras, one wide and one ultra wide. Also, the front of the device could be updated to a 24 megapixel camera where we could have a smaller dynamic island. I'm not sure if it will get under the display Face ID. I believe the iPhone 18 Pro could get that. And also the iPhone Air second generation is not going to release next year. In fact, it is going to release in the spring, March of 2027. That alongside the iPhone 18e and regular iPhone 18 model. However, what will release next year is the iPhone 18 Pro, 18 Pro Max, and the iPhone Fold. And speaking of the iPhone Fold, we have some leaks and rumors about it. The iPhone Fold could be 5.5 millimeters or 5.5 inches when closed, and 7.8 inches when unfolded. And also we have information about the battery. The battery on the iPhone Fold could be between 5,400 and 5,800 milliamp hours. So you should get a lot of battery life on the new iPhone Fold. Now, I believe it will have the dynamic island, but I don't think it's going to have it on its open display. And I'm also not even sure what the display will look like when it's open. How are they going to make iOS have more space? Maybe when it's opened, it's going to have a bigger version of iPadOS or iOS. Or maybe iOS 27 is going to be customly made to where you have a folded iPhone and it opens up and you will have more space to put widgets. Maybe on the side that isn't folded, you probably can put more apps in the app dock. Maybe people won't need iPads if you have the folded or iPhone Fold. Now, as far as releases we can expect from Apple, well, we were supposed to get iOS 26.1.1 at some point. I predicted it to release potentially yesterday or today, and so far we haven't seen it. However, next week is Thanksgiving, so I wouldn't even expect any updates. Some people were rumoring that we could see updates like iOS 26.2 Beta 4, but I think Apple will skip that week entirely. Instead, the week of December 1st, we can get iOS 26.2 Beta 4, and I will be installing that beta. The week of December 8th, an RC, a final release on December 15th. As far as anything else, well, we are still expected to get a HomePod with a screen on it at some point. I'm not exactly sure when that could be released. And we are also expected to get a budget MacBook. How much it will cost and what the MacBook will be called, I don't know. Maybe Apple might just call it MacBook with a generation name after it, since they do the same thing with their iPads. Or maybe they might just call it MacBook M5 or something. The budget MacBook, hopefully Apple releases it in some nice colors, as I've never seen a product red MacBook. So hopefully Apple has a blue, green, yellow, or product red color for their MacBook, as I would really like to see that. And the same thing for the iPad. Though the iPad 10th and 11th generations do have some interesting colors, and the dark pink color is close to product red, though I wouldn't get that color. Hopefully Apple has a more deeper red for their iPad. Hopefully when the iPad 12th generation comes out in either 2026 or 2027, Apple has a product red version. And hopefully the next iPad Pro has an always-on display. As far as anything else, that's it for this video regarding the iPhone 18 and its Pro models, as well as the iPhone Fold and iPhone Air 2nd generation. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and I will see you guys later. Peace.